Campaign was amazing. Actually, it was a very humbling experience. Uh, been part of this community for a long time, but you don't really know your community as well as you think you do, and getting out walking the streets was very interesting and educational experience, and met a lot of really neat people, made a lot of friends, and it was a fun experience. That was the best part of the whole campaign. The politics side wasn't so fun, and as most people will tell you, but getting out and meeting the community was really the high point of the whole campaign.
You sounded a little surprised last night. Were you nervous about the results, or were
Well,
you confident?
um, no, you're never confident. I told Tom last night on the phone. The very first election I was in was Mingus School Board, and went up against Andy Grosetta and Kerry Bluff Snyder, and lost my seat by 4 votes. And I felt pretty comfortable going into that one, and to lose by such a small margin. So you just never know what you're going to get. So you count on people telling you they're going to vote for you, and the support I got out in the community was great. But you just don't know till the votes are counted, and so we felt pretty comfortable going in. We worked what we thought was a good campaign, and had our plans, and that changes every day, every hour it seems like, and it's a little overwhelming, but we followed what we were doing and stayed true, and it worked out. It was neat, but you're driving down the road picking up signs, and had a couple friends with me, and all of a sudden the phone blows up, and you start seeing all the results coming in, and you just don't know to what point that's real. And so yeah, it was when we started getting the calls last night. It was a little surprising, a little overwhelming, but it all worked out well, and the support we got from the community was amazing, and I'm really happy with that. It's kind of tells us we were on the right course.
Now, you're actually picking up signs last night. Was that just to ease the pressure, or?
It is. Everybody and their brother was having a celebration party. We got invited to a couple over in Prescott. They were having a couple here locally, and I can't do that. I can't sit in a room and wait for the computer screen to refresh. And so, it's been a long time tradition for me. I go out that night and clean up my signs. I kind of like everybody waking up in the morning to a cleaner town, and so we decided last night at 6 o'clock. Actually, I started in Jerome and started on the west end of the district, and moved my way to the east end and north end, and so we started picking up signs, and we were actually just pulling into the village of Oak Creek last night when the results started coming in. So it's a big stress reliever for me. I tend to like to be busy and have my hands busy rather than sitting around idle. So it was a good experience, and it was kind of fun picking everything up. Plus the traffic isn't quite so bad at the middle of the night, and so it made life a little easier for us as well.
Having a tough campaign, do you think that will make you a better supervisor? Um,
I don't know that the campaign. Unfortunately, it seems like the campaign got drug off a lot into a whole lot of areas that really didn't have anything to do with the job, and so I'm really kind of anxious to get to the job. I think, as I said during the campaign, during some of the forums, I think I've really spent the last 40 years preparing for this job. So I'm actually really anxious to get going on it. I just got off the phone with Supervisor Thurman, and he called up, and we got to talk a little bit about the duties, and some of the things I'm looking forward to moving into. So really looking forward to just starting. It's when I was on the school boards, it was more regional, and I thought I'd really enjoy the city council, and I found it to be too confining. I really liked the experience in dealing with the other entities and the other jurisdictions, and working with the other councils. I found that really rewarding. But we did a whole lot of things on the council level that just really weren't my my forte weren't really what I like, and so I'm really looking forward to this job. It's much more regional. I get to be more invested in the community and the people themselves instead of policies, and that I'm really looking forward to being part of that, being part of things that make people's lives better in a physical manner, a very personal manner.
And how long were you on the Cottonwood Council?
Cottonwood Council is just shy of 3 years, I believe. I got elected on the. I was one of the people that got put in when the feds changed the state rules on how long you, when the election cycles are. So I was elected to a 4-year term, but I was on the group that got a year and a half added to the length of term. The mayor and one of the other council members also was part of that group that got an extended term, I guess, a length of stay sentence, if you want to look at it that way. So I got to serve about just shy of 3 years of a 5.5-year term.
And when will your last council meeting be, and when will you start as supervisor?
Oh, my last council meeting was in May. I had to leave the council in order to turn in my petitions, and I had to turn in my petitions on June 1st. So my last council meeting was around the 20th of May. So I haven't been part of anything they've been doing other than attending meetings. And my first, I'll get sworn in to the supervisor position mid-December, I believe, early to mid-December, because I still have to go through the general election, even though I don't have anybody running against me.
Okay.
So that'll be in November, and then it'll be official, and then we'll get sworn in December and take my seat mid-December.
Okay, thank you.